because it was too ridiculous. Everything, I'll go through it later, all that's ridiculous. A fat black man is ridiculous. And remember, all of them spending, they waste a lot of money for you. They waste a lot of money because you slide them a little something, you know, okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, remember when I went to jail in Vegas?
Yep.
Yeah, the police say, they telling me, you gotta be quiet in the airport. I looked around and said, there's no quiet sign. And I said, y'all the people that work here, you supposed to be nice to me. And they took me to jail. I sat down there. They gave me March 20th as a court date. One thing about it, I haven't appeared at no court date I got when I went to jail. None. And guess what? There's no warrants either. None. Nowhere. Okay. Search warrant for Philadelphia. I'll just pass through that. We know who we are, what we're dealing with. A guy calls a pizza man and supposed to rob the pizza man, and then it's out of our house. You know. So the police get a search warrant, and they come, and they take a rifle and a shotgun and something else, which is not illegal, you know. I'm not going to talk about your Wallace Scouts. If you remember, okay, the history is so deep and so long that, okay. Expose old pattern of behavior. Okay. New theme, new focus, new narrations. Yeah. That's what we're doing. This is a new day. So all of that documentarianism, historicizing, archives, and chronicalism from history, from thousands of years back, you can see that that's been the epic of reality, documenting the historical process. And the great honor that they gave one of the guys is that some of his family got killed, protecting the documents, and all that stuff was deep. Okay, archivist. Now, we never saw that stuff because that stuff was not even made when we started this note-taking. Right. Okay, so we couldn't have read it or thought about it. But from our thinking, this is what's needed. What we're talking about right now is educating the people. We're going to teach this process. That's why we say, okay, we hold up for a couple of days on what we've been talking about. And what we're talking about is readjusting. And it don't need to be no big thing. It just could be, oh, we're just going to go get our tooth pulled and this, that, and another, and they're going to da-da-da-da-da, and then they act funny, and it kicks off something else, and say, hold it, let's relook at this. Thanks to Allah, I bit into that date, and it broke my tooth. Because what we're doing now, what we're looking at, we're supposed to be doing. If you didn't get the sign, Allah will send you another one. So all of our studies, we're going to print the results of all of our studies using the scientific method. For instance, we have been using the scientific method. Research, or reporting, or recording. technically, it just don't sound like it, it don't look like it. We've been using scientific methods all the time. Historical research. This whole thing has been our mission all the time. And we've been saying it, but, man, you can do, if you want to do something big, just do it out in the open and the white man won't see it, you know. And that's what we've been telling them, archivists, historicizing. In other words, we're going to record all of this and then we're going to put it in a package and we're going to teach it to all the people. That's what we're going to do. But it don't seem like it. It seems like something else. So, historical research. The printing of this material was the end of the 20th century and the beginning of the 21st century, from old type of snooping and listening to the new type of artificial intelligence. We scan that region. That's our area of expertise. And we've been talking about it for over decades now. So we have to and then we're going to, we've been talking about artificial intelligence, but we have really been talking about this whole scientific process, right? Air wars and all that stuff. I mean, psychological, hit upstairs. And strategy is the highest form of strategy, because you attack your enemy where he's weak. He's weak in thinking. Right now, before the CIA and all those people, they was on their money. They was doing like, but if, I don't know if you read the latest reports for the last decades, the CIA itself and their institutions are weakening. People are influencing and infiltrating them and counter-infiltrations. Right. Right? Yeah. Okay. So they don't know what to do. And then what was happening outwardly is, actually you just say, I don't believe that. But it's true. They choose old fuddy-duddy, older than me. The nigga's older than I am, as the president. And they know that it turns your hair gray, it ruins you physically. Right? And they're going to get a guy that's already old, 77 or something, and stick him in there, and he can't remember his name, and everybody's making fun of him now. And he's doing exactly what would ruin America. All we need is to give all the Ukraine, give us all our old stuff, and we'll have for the new people, which is the worst thing that they can do in this economy. And all America's looking. And they're saying, we need help, we don't need no arms industry to buy. Eisenhower told them about it. Military-industrial complex. But they can't, they always look like it's one more in there. We just go in that well one more time. They're like bank robbers and other criminals. And that one more time, always get them caught. We pull one more robbery. Brothers, y'all ready? Yeah, we're ready. This is the last one. When this is over, I'm going to California. I'm going to buy a little farm, a little house. Right? They never make it. I'm sorry. I never did that. When that happened to me, I said, that's it. I'm going to collect what I can from the atmosphere and I'm gone. No one more time. Not no what. I'd watched enough Hollywood. You know, I watched enough Hollywood to know. I got enough sense. Everybody, Jesse James, everybody get caught on the last go round. One more time, out of desperation. No, sir. All right, historical research. Well, I have here, I did it, I survived it. It's not I, it's the institution. We talked about the Russians and the Chinese. And our understanding of their contribution to reality. Well, present research conclusions. Epic studies, personal evolution. Now, this is important. A pre-definitive history of America's decline. That means define it before it happens. We've already done that. We've already done that. Paralysis predicted and reported and recorded. We recorded way ahead of time that this system will go into a self-paralysis. Everything is falling apart. Nero fiddled while Rome burned, that type of thing. And they won't know what to do. It's unbelievable. When you see, hey man, you talk about a trip to be living right in the middle of history and know what's going on. That's deep. We're going to speed up here a little bit. Artificial intelligence, we'll get to that another time. Preparation, how to use artificial intelligence for the benefit of the earth. Number one, life. Number two, and third, humanity. Well, we said this and all our other stuff. The number one thing for us is to rescue the earth. And number two is life on earth. You know, those things that can't defend itself, all the wolves and all the animals, you know, cleaning up the water, you know. And then third is humanity. That's the bum messed it up, he has to clean it up. We messed it up, we gotta clean it up. Now, if we don't, that don't mean the earth's gonna leave, that mean the earth will get rid of niggas. And they won't be here for, it won't be but 2 or 3 left for so many 100,000 years. And the earth will clean itself up. You can turn on the TV and they show you what the earth will look like in 1,000 years without humanity. You can see it on the History Channel stuff. What it'll look like in 10,000 years. Shoot, it'll jump right back. I don't know, all these highways will be grown all over. It'll break everything down. Then it'll be back rolling and everybody will be happy. As long as there ain't no brothers here. Humans, that is. He's an F up. He F's up everything he gets his hands on, and he won't do right. Where to place yourself? Answer, and the near future, and then where do we place ourselves in this? This is a big deal because this things is happening at an accelerated pace. And therefore, that's why we said, we hold it up a second and we're going to relook at what we're doing, because the pace is accelerating so fast that what you may have in mind may be out of date now in a week or 2 weeks. Oh, that don't make no sense. That would be, it won't fit then. So you have to now deal with broad principles and then break it down into details as you go along. So where we're going to start, right here on earth. life on earth, and the human being, he always put himself first, but we put him last. That fool has to straighten up in order for this rest. Because the earth ain't gonna put up with it. The earth, the Negro and the white folks and all these humans think we permanent. Everybody gonna do like we said. They ain't gonna do that. The earth is already tired of it. Can you feel that the earth is tired of niggas already? When I say niggas, that mean humans, all of them. It's tired of it. You get a fever, you get a chill. So right now the earth is going through a hot, getting overheated. That boy overheated. Hey man, they say what they want. Life on earth takes unity and balance. Historical people have a look at yourself in real history. I have here, outslick history. You can't outslick history. That ain't gonna work. That's what they're trying to do. Trying to outslick. If you notice, everything that is happening now has already been written about over and over and over again in all books, whether it's the Bible, the Quran, this life that we're going. Everybody been at the precipice before, and they looking down on it. Man, it was bad then. Whether it's Sodom and Gomorrah or whatever it was, it's all world-class movement. Beyond the Negro League. You remember the Negro League in baseball? This is what we got to start thinking about. It's beyond the Negro League. Right. It's beyond the Negro League, man. And we got to get niggas out of that.
They stuck in it.
I know they stuck in it, but they don't. Okay.
That's and they saying that's the solution.
To get in the Negro League. And cut off, leave everybody alone, and of course all the water will come up and it'll drown them too. But if you don't stop the other people, they're gonna drown your black behind. Right? It don't take no brains to figure that out. It ain't getting black people together no more. Yeah, 40 years ago, 100 years, that would have been fine. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But you can get all the niggas you want, get them new Cadillacs and houses and everything. They gonna drown with everybody else. But they're not gonna get them no way. All the Latinos they got here doing all the work, and the Negroes has got all the federal jobs and the state jobs, and the Mexicans and everybody getting them too. So, hey man, all the plans of mice and men, it ain't gonna work. We gotta fix the whole thing. There's no parts of it gonna, you can't fix, this is our part, we're gonna fix that. That ain't gonna work. You can't outslick history, that's what I got here. You can't outslick history, you can't do it. We get a little crumbs, a little billion dollar crumbs for ourselves. You know, we gotta fix the whole show. World-class movement. Beyond the Negro League. Well, that was just about, I would talk about the professional failures like the people in California. They're not just failures, they're professional failures. They have failed. They've overfailed. Whatever they was counting on, it didn't work. They didn't do nothing but look like a fool. And their boss is a fool, so you know a boss gonna make a bigger fool out of them than they do out of himself. Them Negroes is looking like clowns. All of them. I'm talking about the ones that are running around getting the hand claps and everything. That is stupid. That's worse than Nero fiddle while Rome burns. And Allah gonna ask him, you had the platform, what did you tell the people? I told them that I was smart and that, well, yeah, good for you. Okay, good. That's what you got. Take your smartness with you, you know where you headed. I'm not gonna talk about disappearing photos and all that stuff. I exhausted their international institutions of snitches. Yeah, we exhausted Boss Man's whole, can you imagine exhausting his institutions of snitches? From England, that's why they don't want me to go to England no more. From South Africa, people don't want me over there. Not the people want me over there, but they snitches that run everything. They don't want me over there. Okay? I don't even go up to Canada. Why? Because the snitches is in Canada. And guess what? They're all over the world. And everybody's finding out who they are. Because the mean thing is for them is that if they got some little medallion with good nigger wrote on it, and they haven't been able to find but one good nigger they found. And that nigga got the medallion. And all they gotta know is who works against the good nigga. It's self-explanatory. Then they're da-da-da-da-da, right? The people are dumb. The people are dumb. The people, because the historical revolving, rotating earth, uncovering this and hiding that, the Negroes can't keep up with it. And they don't understand its pattern. And they do something today, hide something today, and it's uncovered tomorrow. Okay. So, I have exhausted their international institutions of snitches. No effect for, thank God. In other words, they are not of no effect. And all this stuff, white girl trapped for sex, not marriage. So I figured out the deal way decades ago. So all the white girls, I would say, hey, would you like to get married? They had for sex, to trap you into sex, not to get married. That's how I found out I asked that nigga to marry me. Because they figured they're stupid. They're stupid. Well, if you do 15 years of celibacy, you can't be too juiced up about them. I mean, they're fine, but you